I'm back at the farm from where we got the sheep, and they have been so generous. We can actually get all of their fencing that they didn't need, and we can also take down the fence that they have out on their field. Now that the weather conditions are much better, it's been quite horrendous driving down here in the snow. I thought I might as well take the opportunity. And despite having a sore back, I'm kind of tempted at driving this load home and then coming back to get the rest. I couldn't fit everything. So, yeah, we'll see. After a short relief from the minus degrees, winter returns. My mom shows up to give me a hand with the bedroom build, and Dad lends me a car after I've had some problems with mine. We run out of water for the animals, so Daniel and I head to the nearest creek to fill up the barrels. Åh, vad kalla. Fy fan. Unfortunately, I can't keep the old pipes. They'll just be too close to the wall. I had a plumber here to discuss what would be possible if we want radiators here in the future, and they said it would be totally fine to just connect them to the old pipes down in the basement and then pull new pipes up through here. Yeah, we'll see. Där. Ja, ja, där är till och med sån här.
Muterknackare. Jag vet inte om det kan ha skakat så jävla mycket så gitarrljudet.
Hihi! We're doing double gypsum on the walls, except for here, because if we want a radiator we need to be able to put up some hangers or something for that. If it was double gypsum it probably wouldn't be strong enough to carry a radiator, so I thought a piece of OSB would do the trick. The reason I'm going for double gypsum is because these kind of boards contain a lot of glues, and some people say it's not great for the health to have that in your house. I'm not sure, but either way gypsum is also a pretty affordable material. So I thought if I can avoid glue and also get a cheap material, then why not? Så ja. I love hearing them doing the egg song. Yeah, I had to take a break to come out to see what they were up to, and they have started laying eggs despite it being in the middle of winter and super cold. So, oh, that just makes it all worth it, all the winter stuff. This is the final piece of plasterboard in this room. Now I'm gonna plaster all of the cracks. I've really tried to make sure to not get the cracks in the same places in the different layers. There was one spot where it wasn't possible, but yeah, that's to prevent it from cracking there once the house moves around, which it does, I guess. I want to try something new as well, which is putting an old school like wallpaper on. It's like a pretty thick paper, which should also make it more, I don't know, tolerant to movement, stuff like that. So that should be fun. I thought I would begin to plaster, but this bucket seems to have frozen. My gut feeling tells me, even though I defrosted, I probably shouldn't use it. So, yeah. These little friends haven't really dared to go out since it started snowing again. So So considering snowstorm is called snowstorm, she's not much into snow. But now that I've cleared a little bit, they've come out.
Oj, 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 de ska så får jag.
With relatively small adjustments, my back is already much better. For instance, Daniel made this table out here in the stable or whatever. So we don't have to work from the floor when we're preparing food for the pigs. So things like that, not carrying heavy stuff, rather using rullebär. Yeah, anyway. Also, I got a comment from somebody who said wearing proper shoes that you lace and tie is much better for your back. And I think that's actually good for a lot of things, so that's something I'm trying to do as well. I said in a previous video that we might want to keep the windows completely in wood, but when thinking about it, I didn't think it looked so nice with some dark patches where it's been exposed to water and moisture. Read somewhere that in the past they've used yellow linseed paint to imitate wood. I like yellow. I think that's quite a happy colour. So I thought, why not try it? I'm also really keen to put up the window in that room, because right now it spills a lot of heat. It's just a board covering the window, so. We have completely run out of water for the animals. So far been doing quite good with rainwater and collecting that from the roofs. But now that it's been freezing temperatures and literally no rain whatsoever in a long time, we just don't have any water left. Thankfully there's this creek quite close to the farm. It's like a 2-minute drive basically. So yeah, we thought we might get some water here. There are no big industries or large-scale farms around, so I think that this water should be pretty decent, and yeah, at least in the short term, while we get our own water sorted. And speaking of that, I've actually got my sister coming to do some more water samples. We just noticed there are some animal tracks here, so the water seems to be approved by the wild animals. Not sure what kind of animal it is. Could be a dog as well.
Bakbenen. Framkassa. No machines.
I really thought that this window would be done by now, but it just hasn't dried properly. It's linseed paint and it takes a long time to dry, and it's not that warm in the house, so thank you so much for watching this video, and also thanks to you guys who have hyped my previous videos. That's a feature I only recently found out about, so that's really cool. Thank you, and thanks to you members who support the channel a little bit extra every month. Take care.